Hello everyone, this is Tommy Twatface and welcome to episode 40 of the Wigan Athletic Career Mode. And to start this episode off, before we check out all our youth players and all that stuff, here are the brand new sliders we'll be using for this season, hopefully making the opposition a lot better and making things a lot harder for us. So the shot error and the pass error is now 30, shot speed and pass speed 55 each. The injury frequency and the severity are going to change to 48, because I think that's a bit better. The goalkeepers are now a bit better with 65 ability, the marking's up to 55, the frequency is at 60 for the runs. The full back positioning is up to 55, and the first touch error is still at 50. So that's what I'm going with. Hopefully that'll work out for us. It's going to make it so their keepers are a bit better, and also they have more chances to score, even though that wasn't a problem for us. Ours are still at 50, the frequency and severity is at 48, because last time I had it at 50, the injuries were just too mad for both sides, so hopefully this will sort that out. But yeah, these are the sliders I'm going with, and hopefully they will work out for this season. And now on to the youth stuff, checking out this monthly scouting update from Finland. We got Mika Nieminen, what a name, but you're not that good. Although Sulo Raikkonen is looking pretty good. Tattoo Tommy, I believe that's how you pronounce him, he's getting rejected, as is Viljami. But Mika Nieminen and Sulo Raikkonen are looking really good. Potential is there for both of them, but we'll just see how well they actually end up being. 15 and 16 years old, good ages for youth players. They'll be scouted further, which I'm happy about. As for our youths in our youth squad, we got Max Sullivan, 61 overall now, looking pretty good. Hugh Hill, his overall is terrible, but that potential is amazing. Peter Williams, hopefully he can get of age a bit quicker. And Hugh Hughes as well. So our youth's not looking fantastic. Hopefully this season we'll add to it and make it that bit better. And this episode will be the month of August. No player or goal of the month for the last episode because we played one match. It'd be a bit unfair to give out player and goal of the month for one game. However, this month, this episode, we will have a player and goal of the month because we have games against Chelsea in the Community Shield to kick off our footballing season. Then we play against Everton at home to kick off the Premier League season before we travel to Derby and also play against Spurs at home. Potentially a Carabao Cup game in here as well, and all the while doing some transfers, and we'll finish on transfer deadline day as well. So a big month coming up. Hopefully we'll get off to a good start in the Premier League. Probably expecting, I would say, 7 points if I'm realistically going to challenge for top 4. Got to beat Everton, got to beat Derby, and a draw against Spurs will be good. But this game against Chelsea will be a very good one with our new sliders to figure out where we are and what we need to do with our squad. But yeah, all coming up in this episode. Probably a big episode because of the transfers and the games. So let's get into it. And good news here that Dan Axel Zagadou, who Chelsea beat us to, has now joined us on loan for a year. Hopefully he can provide cover at centre-back. But I still think we need one more top quality centre-back to join Clark-Salter at the back. Then we can have a rotation of about 4 or 5 centre-backs and actually do well in that area this season. So a good challenge for us in this first match against Chelsea in the Community Shield at Wembley. Unfortunately, no transfer business went through after that Zagadou deal. He's on the bench for this match as we play against Chelsea, his parent club. So yeah, hopefully he might make an appearance, maybe get himself a goal or something from centre-back, who knows. We're playing against Chelsea. It's going to be a difficult match to test out these new sliders. And Chelsea's side looks like this, a bit weak if you ask me. Kennedy and Bolger on the wings, Diego Costa up front, Kante and Van Ginkel in the middle, Grimaldo and Florenzi at left back and right back, or left wing back and right wing back should I say. Callas in the middle with Miazga and David Luiz, and then Courtois in goal. So a very weak side from Chelsea. Only key players there for me are Costa and Kante. Maybe David Luiz, but he's dropping off a bit. Obviously Courtois as well, but not the best side Chelsea could put out there. Grimaldo and Florenzi are good, I suppose, but we'll see how well they do against a full strength side, which looks like this. Calvert-Lewin up front, Salvador Chaplin and Van Bergen behind him, Byrne and Gilbert in the midfield. Then James, Byrne, Clerk-Salter and Acosta at the back with Harris in goal. Harris getting that chance in goal. Hopefully he'll prove himself and we'll get ourselves a win in this match. I wouldn't mind taking it to penalties. That'll be a good result for us. Good ball forward to Diego. Chelsea missed him this season. I'm not personally, because he's a liability at times. But, you know, he was a good guy. Oh my god. Like, walking through is Van Ginkel. And Harris with a save. First attempt really on the match. It comes to Chelsea. I was talking about Diego Costa like, leaving Chelsea and stuff. But not a bad effort. Harris, yeah, it's a good save. But a bit theatrical, maybe a save for the cameras though. Corner ball for us now, after a bit of a counter-attack, nothing amazing. Calvert-Lewin, oh my god, that was so close, probably deserved something from that. Van Bergen, Clerk-Salter, play it back out. Gilby can hit him from range. Over the bar. Unfortunately not getting a goal there, cracking corner in, once again Calvert-Lewin. He's not done that for a while, winning a header from the front post, but he got it. And Gilby, inches away from putting us in the lead there. Been a bit of a hectic start to this match. No team's really got into a rhythm, but it seems to be whoever scores this first goal will probably win the match. Which is a bit of a stupid saying, but I'm sticking by my words. Acosta against Grimaldo. Acosta's not got himself in a good position here, but he can cover across. Keeps working it well. Clerk-Salter, very well dealt with. Chaplin could get a bit lucky here, he has done as well. Waiting for Calvert-Lewin to make the run forward. We're going to find him as well. Chaplin, you're going to make that return run. There he is. Chaplin through to him, saved by Courtois. Calvert-Lewin keeping it alive. Salvador! He's offside. He is offside. I think he was actually behind, or ahead, should I say, of Courtois, which is why he is offside. Well kept alive by fucking Calvert-Lewin. Can't take that away from him there. And yeah, because Courtois is that far forward, he is offside. Unlucky there not to take the lead. By no means a classic first half. We did have the ball in the back of the net, but it was rightly ruled out for offside. And since then, it's been a bit... I won't say it's been bad. Both teams have defended well. We've had a few loose passes, and to be honest, that's really been a downfall. But hopefully we can correct it with a shot here from Chaplin. I was getting ready to celebrate. I was getting ready to celebrate. What a strike by Connor Chaplin. The little flick by Calvert-Lewin. It's just always going wide. No curl back in towards the goal, but a good start to the second half. As I was saying, the first half was a bit dodgy. So close to taking the lead once again. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there. I was hoping that'd be through to Salvador. Good tackle, I think, in the end by David Luiz. Jack Byrne, lad. You've got to pass that a bit quicker. Gilby to Van Bergen, inside to Calvert-Lewin, off to Chaplin, gets a shot away, and there's the goal we've been looking for. Finally it comes. My patient play finally works out. And it is Chaplin who will do the annoying celebration, because I always say I need to learn the celebrations. I never do. But we got the goal, 1-0, well deserved as well. Like I said, we have had a goal disallowed for offside. We've been probing this Chelsea defence, and we finally get through. It's actually through the legs. A nutmeg on David Luiz. He's kind of made it very simple to do that though. A bit too open-legged there. If he was my defender, I'd be quite pissed. And yeah, 1-0 up. Chaplin with a goal. Good link-up play from our front three. But I think now it's time for subs, so we can keep this lead and maybe add to it on the counter. Good play again. Little flicks and little passes around the corner sometimes. I just try too much though, and it doesn't work out. Acosta, you're not marking your man there, lad. And now, Dan Byrne, big Dan with a tackle. What we needed from him. Over the top to Jordan Ibe. That is a brilliant ball if he can control this. What a fantastic bit of play this could be. Jordan Ibe running in now. Go and take the shot. Courtois saves. It's going to fall to Chaplin to make it 2-0. I told you we'd hit him on the counter-attack. And because of a big tackle by Dan Byrne, we do that. And the game should well and truly be ours now. Big Dan Byrne with a tackle. A lovely ball by Acosta over the top. Jordan Ibe, who is on for Van Bergen. Also brought on Boateng for Salvador. Does well there, the shot from Ibe. Saved by Courtois. Falls very kindly to Chaplin, but that is how you finish a chance. Ball over the top now. Reece James win that, never mind. Zagadou does win that though, that's amazing. Over the top to Ibe. He's been a pain in the ass for Chelsea on this right side. Cutting inside now. Go for a pop, never mind. Going to fall to BaxterDaKing, who will have a pop and make it 3-0. There's a killer goal. It's been coming. We've been dominating Chelsea. They played a weaker side and now they are paying for it. The subs linking up well, BaxterDaKing and Ibe. I think them two as subs are going to be deadly for us. Ibe has been fantastic. Zagadu's come on as a CDM. He's come on in place of Jack Byrne. He won that header in midfield, which kind of set up this move. A lot of luck from Ibe there for it to fall. So I think it was Calvert-Lewin who laid it off to BaxterDaKing, but you know, we'll take the chance. We'll take the luck. 3-0 to us now. Game is well and truly over. And we're looking like we are in for a good season judged on this performance. Can't judge it too early, but if I was going to judge it on this performance, top 4 looks very likely indeed. But again, it is a weakened Chelsea side, so I can't read too much into it. And that man Costa has been very ineffective. Oh well, there you go. The game pretty much ends straight after kickoff. Like I said, Costa very ineffective for Chelsea. I think Chelsea's best player probably was Kante. I can't really pick out any other Chelsea players who did well. Defensively, they did well combined to stop a lot of our attacks. But in the end, they fell short and we will win the Community Shield. I don't think we've actually won this yet. This might be the first time we're in the actual competition. It's the FA Cup winner. Yeah, it is. The first time we're in this competition. It's the FA Cup winners versus the Premier League winners. Obviously we won the FA Cup recently, so there is one more trophy. There's only one trophy we've actually missed, which I'm annoyed about. I should say two, sorry, should I say. The Johnson's Paint Trophy. That's what it was used to be called. I can't remember what it's called now. The Auto Windscreen, whatever you want to call it. And also the Europa League we've missed out on technically. But do you know what? I'll take the FA Cup, I'll take the Carabao Cup, and I'll also take the Community Shield. I'm going into our 4th season. First bit of silverware, and a nice picture for the thumbnail there. Yeah, we'll skip all this shit though. You know, we've done all the celebrating bit now. You can see the stats here: 12 shots, 8 on target for us, 2 on target for them out of the 3 shots. The other shot on target I didn't show. It was a bit weak after a free kick. It was a very tame effort towards Harris, who, do you know what? Dealt with what was thrown at him. Van Ginkel was the only person with Chelsea who had a shot on target. I don't know about the other shot, but I told you Costa was ineffective. 8 tackles for us, 2 fouls. Very weak fouls that the referee decided to give. But other than that, happy with the team performance. Happy with all 3 points. Happy with 3 goals. And happy as well to win the match. Chaplin, good player for us. So was Clerk Salt at the back, and so was Dan Burn. And good from everyone involved, really. Very good match. So 2 bits of news here. The first is that FC Cologne have made an offer for Jonjo Shelvey of 15.9 million. We couldn't get him for that much, so you know what? Get fucked Newcastle if you accept that. So he could be on his way out of Newcastle joining Cologne. Whereas we got a bid here for Mitchell. It's a loan offer from FC Groningen for a year. Now, I wasn't initially planning to loan this guy out. Then I was. And now I'm on the fence about it. I'm not sure what to do because we don't have that much cover at striker. It's Grigg, who is the only backup. But I do want to bring in another striker, so I could let Mitchell go. We do have Lang as well. Do you know what? I will accept it. Not going to negotiate it. Might be a problem. I might have made a mistake doing that. But hopefully for us, Mitchell will go out on loan and get some experience elsewhere and come back an even better player. And another transfer offer this time for Michael Jacobs from QPR. 2.5 million now. We did get 2.4 accepted, but the contract talks did fall down. So I'm going to go ahead and counter this, negotiate a bit with QPR. I'm expecting to get 2.4 million. We got it once. We can try and go for it again. So we'll say 2.4 million. It all comes down to the contract talks, to be honest, because I'll happily settle for about 2. I want more than that. I mean, let's just say 2.2 then. Because I do want to get him for about his value. So we'll remove the sell-on clause, increase it by 150,000, you got yourself a deal. There you go, 2.2 million for Jacobs. I'm happy with that. Just try and agree a contract with the guy. That'll be your biggest challenge. More transfer news now, and the first is that Harrison Mitchell has gone on loan to Groningen and he'll be out for a year. And more bad news, Michael Jacobs does not want to leave us and has declined his move to QPR. So we can't sell players because they don't want to leave, and we can't bring in players because we don't have the money to bring him in. We're in a shitty situation right now. So a search for a new centre-back has led us to this guy, Lewis Dunk, the Brighton centre-back. Going to make a bid for this guy. His weekly wage is quite high and his value's not exactly perfect, but he's 80 overall. And if you check his height now, he's 6'4". So what I'm wanting in a centre-back, a new centre-back for us. We're going to approach Brighton to see if we can snatch him from them. It might cost us a bit of money. It might cost us most of our transfer budget. But we do want a new centre-back. So hopefully we can get a deal done. I'll try and swap a player if I can. Not a full-back. We don't really have many of them. Centre-back wise, we have Clerks, Alter, Danburn, Dunkley, Stubbs, Bammer. I wouldn't mind getting rid of Dunkley for Dunk, but you know, get rid of Dunk for Dunk, you know, all that shit. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think where we have people in position. Maybe Jacobs? Maybe they want to right mid. No, they're looking to bring in a centre-back. So if we want to get in Dunk, we have to offer up a centre-back. So Dunkley is the same age, but 12 overalls less than him. They're probably going to say, no, actually, no. They won't mind Dunkley, but they want a bit more money. So let's counter this. One, because that fee is just dodgy as anything. Let's try 11 million. 11 million and Dunkley, I believe, is a fair deal. Maybe we're getting a better deal from this, but 11 million for a starting centre-back isn't bad. 13.3, that's a bit of a drastic fucking change, mate. 12 million and Dunkley for Lewis Dunk. 13.4, I'm pretty sure you're going up in your estimation here, mate. I'm not sure you know how negotiations work. 12.75, to be honest, I wouldn't really mind paying 13 million for him, but I've got to try and save money where I can. There you go. 12.75 million and Dunkley for Lewis Dunk. Now the big question is, can we agree a contract with the guy who, I believe, one second, yeah, he was coming to the end of his contract, probably why we got him a bit cheaper than probably we should have done, but Dunk will be a good centre-back for us for about 3 years, I would say, so, you know, I'm happy to do this deal now. He will be a crucial player, there's no doubt about that. I'm guessing he wouldn't settle for anything else. 2 years, I do want to make that 3. They should accept that because it is only 1 year above what they asked for. There you go, they're happy with that. No release clause, that'll ding dang do for me, bringing that back. That wage, however, can fuck right off. The clean sheets thing can fuck off as well. We're going to remove that bonus. I don't mind the signing bonus. If I'm going to give you a signing bonus, I'm going to fucking give you $1 million, not fucking 9,990, you dick. And £70,000 a week. So £1 million in the signing bonus. Your wage is going up by 12 grand a week. And there you go, he's happy with that, there you go. 70 grand a week for Lewis Dunk. And $1 million straight up to get him in. So in total, I'll say about, what, 14 million on the transfer fee. But we get rid of Dunkley. We're getting a new guy in Lewis Dunk. And he's a top player as well. So he will come in for Dan Burn. That is, without a doubt, what's going to happen. He is suspended, though. You bastards, they didn't tell us that. But Dunk will come in for Dan Burn. 80 rated player. Worth spending the money on. We haven't really got... Well, I think we've improved our centre-backs over the last 2 seasons quite well. So, I think Zagadou will be dropped from the bench. But I do like that Zagadou guy. He's only on loan though, so we can't really rely on him too much. But yeah, he will replace Dan Burn. Then our captain will probably become... I would say maybe Jack Byrne will become our captain, because once we get rid of Dan Burn in this side, only James is the sole survivor from the original Wigan team. Obviously Jack Byrne was out on loan, we brought him back and all that stuff, so these 3 here are the original survivors. Dan Byrne's losing out to Lewis Dunk very soon. We're running out of original Wigan players in our 4th season. And here we are with our first game in the Premier League season for this 4th season. Our 2nd season in the Premier League, so, you know, we're not experienced yet, but it is a return for the Premier League for Wigan for us, so happy to be solid in this competition. Against Everton, it's going to be an interesting match. Everton is a team I tend to do massively different against. It's either amazing or shite, so we'll see what happens in this match. In terms of team news, no change for us from that first game against Chelsea because, like I said before, Dunk is suspended and can't come in, so Dan Burn retains his place. As for Everton, Niasse up front with Sandro, Sigurdsson behind him, Vidal and Schneiderlin in the middle, Johnny as a left wing back and Klosterman as a right wing back, Rugani, Funes Mori and Diop at the back, with Pickford in goal. So a strong Everton side. Person to look out there for me is... look out for, should I say, is Sigurdsson. He's good, and that defence with Rugani, Funes Mori and Diop can also be a problem because it's 5 at the back as well. So, we brought down Chelsea, can we break down Everton? The lads are ready, we're ready, come on. First Premier League game, get off to a good one. And straight away Salvador, crunching tackle. That's how you want him to start off. Jack Byrne against Klosterman. Covering for James at left back. Oh, it's a fucking weak decision, ref. Oh, we got yellow cards all over the pitch, I'm guessing. Salvador for his first initial tackle, which I don't think was a yellow card. Referee's been a bit too fucking harsh there. Literally a minute into the game, I pressed circle. That is not a yellow card, it's just a clash. But the referees give a yellow card for that, and also a free kick now for Everton on this advanced position here for not even a foul, I would say. And yeah, it's going to be very easily dealt with by Reece James. And if Salvador can get the ball under control, back to Chaplin, we could be on the counter. I think the counter's just officially gone. Calvert-Lewin was a bit slow to get up there. Chaplin has the pace, he can just cut back inside now. Go for a shot from range. Pickford with the acrobatics, and Salvador, I think, puts it behind for a goal kick. So, back with the forward start. Yellow card early on, and that is a brilliant save actually by Pickford. Quality right hand, keeps it out, and it's a strong one as well. Gilbert forward to Calvert-Lewin. On to the running Chaplin. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. He hasn't won the ball. Chaplin's gone down under the fucking collision. Referee, man, you've been shit, is the only way to describe it. Because that was, without a doubt, a penalty, and you've not given it. And maybe now we can... oh, no, we're not going to pay for it, because James does well at the back. Salvador now. Be careful with him for the rest of the match, because of that yellow card. Advancing forward, though, when he's got the ball, there's no problem with him getting a booking. Although with this ref, anything can happen. See James in a lot of space on that left side, and Salvador's released him. That is a penalty. You will give this one, you dick. You cannot complain. You should get easily a yellow card for that. If Salvador's is a yellow though, that's a red. Just saying. But we get the penalty this time around. He went sliding in, and as soon as they go sliding in, don't pass, don't cross it. Wait for them to finish their slide. More than likely they'll take your legs out, and you'll get yourself a penalty from it. So Reece James made it, he will take it. Not a massive fan of Reece James taking it, but them are the rules. Let's see how well he does. Going to go slightly to the right, bottom right corner. Oh, never mind, Pickford. What was that, mate? What was that? Dodgy dive by Pickford, and in the end we get a goal from it. Reece James, of all people, to get the first goal in the Premier League for us, and a bus comes past at the perfect time and makes my mic shake and vibrate. But I actually was going to the bottom right hand corner there. I'm glad I didn't put that much direction on it, because if I did, Pickford would have saved it. You see here, Pickford dives. There's a weird thing with his leg there, but I don't give a shit. 1-0 to us. James puts us in front. We deserved a penalty. We got a penalty in the end, and should have keep this lead now and potentially add to it as well. First goal though, Reece James. I don't think anybody would have bet on that happening. Acosta's not marked Johnny there, but he's covered for it well. That's a bad pass forward though, that's my bad. Dan Byrne's going to cover for that though. And we'll get it somewhat away. And Jack Byrne in the middle. What was that pass? Terrible is what it was. And Salvador is going to track back now. Dan Byrne's put a foot in. Poured by me, and they're back in this match. I tried pass it forward with Gilby. It's a stupid mistake. Get on the corner flag from out between your legs. Tackle with Jack Byrne there was terrible, but it's a good finish by Sandro. Can't take away, but Harris, you can't get beaten at your near post, mate. You've got to get a fucking hand on that. Just too slow to react. Well too slow to react. It's 1-1. They don't deserve it, but it was a mistake by me with that pass from Gilby. I saw Jack Byrne, got greedy. And it's 1-1. Shit. Good tackle by Reece James. He's having a good game. Obviously got the goal for us from the penalty. Van Bergen, I didn't realise he was in that much space. And they're going to pay for leaving you in so much space. 2-1, we're back in front. Not straight from kick-off, but not far off that kick-off. And back to the old celebration that I keep doing because I don't know how to do other celebrations. But we're 2-1 up. And almost like it had to be a bus I can hear in the distance coming past. I've got to stop mentioning buses, but well too much space for Van Bergen there. He took one touch to steady himself and finished. Back in front because of it. Van Bergen with the finish. He's a goal scorer you expect. Calvert-Lewin with the assist this time round. And yeah, Ronald Koeman, Christ, you've not been in charge for ages, man. That's how long this career mode's been going on for people. Not in terms of being uploaded, just when I started it. But there you go. 2-1, back in front, Van Bergen with the finish. But he will win it back though, he does that a lot, Chaplin. Credit to the guy. Calvert-Lewin, lay off to Jack Byrne. Salvador waiting for the run of Reece James, there it is. He gets past his man as well, Reece James in for his second almost, Diop. Of course it had to be Diop who blocked it, he's had a good game. Salvador in though, from that pass from Jack Byrne. Gilbert was expecting you to maybe help him out, and you didn't. He's going to fall back to Chaplin though after that tackle from Vidal wasn't good enough. Into Calvert-Lewin now, Chaplin, can he score? No he can't, shocking, shocking. Maybe should have been 3 though. Salvador against Klosterman. Been interesting battle down that right side for them, left side for us. Dan Byrne, what was that? What the hell? Luckily for us, Niasse is missed. But Dan Byrne, mate, that was weak from you. Niasse is now coming off because of that. I'm guessing they're going to bring on... I wasn't guessing Icardi. Ooh, that's a bit of a shitter. Acosta, Van Bergen, a bit of space. Don't know why Acosta kept the run going, but he did. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, it was brilliant. I with a little fucking free ball to Calvert-Lewin. Just a little nick of a ball. Just loop, little dupe free, but you know, didn't work out for us. Calvert-Lewin put it wide. Pickford in the end. Good keeping by him. Good interception by James. Ibe through to Jack Byrne. Then across to White and Van Bergen in that space now. It's been left by the defender. Not the best of touches by Van Bergen. Has cut it back on his left foot. Tackle isn't good enough. And Van Bergen will make you pay. Mitchell Van Bergen, whoever suggested him, I've said this multiple times before, but you're a legend. Honestly, I never would have bought this guy if it wasn't for that one commenter saying, check out this guy Van Bergen, and right, he's going to be fucking like a must buy for all my career modes in the future. He's just got that pace, that finishing, that potential. I mean, look at that for a finish. It's fantastic. Left-footed, kills off the game to some extent, and it's now 3-1. Van Bergen, good goal, lad. Very good goal indeed. 2 goals for him now in the Premier League. He might be our top scorer this season. Who knows? On his current form, he very well could be. Not diving into tackles. Not risking anything stupid. Costa, well played, lad. White. Forward. Ibe over the top. If that ball finds him, it is brilliant. It actually is brilliant. Took it under control well, Jordan Ibe, good save by Pickford. What a ball by Chaplin though. Fantastic. Deserved a goal. White to forward there to Van Bergen. Little flicking passes and stuff. Calvert-Lewin keeps the ball. And we end the game as 3-1 winners. Good performances there from obviously Van Bergen and also Reece James at left back. Good game from him. Harris didn't have much to do once again. But Van Bergen this time was the key man up front. He got us the winning goals in the end from his only shots of the match. So credit to him. Ibe came on once again and made a difference. And that guy there next to Van Bergen, Dominic White, came on for Gilby. Had a very good performance. And deserved the praise he's going to get right now. Well done, White. And here are the stats for the match. 10 shots compared to the 5. Only 1 on target for them. It did go in. 7 for us. More possession, more tackles, however we did get, 2 extra fouls because of that. However, the only foul was that penalty, which, is a bit dodgy. We got yellow card straight away. But other than that, it was a good game for us. Funes Mori actually got injured from that tackle from Salvador at the start. But a 3-1 win, 3 points in the bag. Very good start against Everton, who didn't really start that well. They didn't really push on once they got that goal back. And bit of a bad day for them. And we received a very interesting transfer offer here from Aston Villa. 6.9 million for Emmanuel Boateng. Now, it is a good offer. He's valued at 6 million, but our chief exec, or whoever it is, believes we can get 10 million for the guy. Now, I wouldn't be opposed to selling him. He is 26 years old, not going to get any better. Might reach 75 if he's lucky, but we got Ibe, who is looking really good. We got some up-and-coming good youngsters who are wingers. We got some regens who are wingers as well, who I might look to bring in. So I would not be opposed to letting Boateng go, but I would want a bit more money for him. Hopefully we can use this money, if we do sell Boateng, to actually bring in some other players. So I'm actually going to potentially humour this deal, and I'm going to ask, I know my chief exec said 10 million, but I'm not going to risk that much. I think 9 million, it's not a lot over what they've offered. 6.9 is what they've kind of settled on. So removing that sell-on clause, let's try then. They're not going to do 9. Let's try, obviously the next step after that is 8. I mean, if it goes below like 7.5 million, it's not worth it. Although 8 million, they're willing to have a go at that. So 8 million for Boateng. If they can agree a fee with him in terms of contract, he could be on his way to Aston Villa. Wasn't getting much game time. We have Ibe as a replacement. So hopefully, get a bit of money and spend it elsewhere, maybe on a new centre mid, because Gilby has been performing very poorly as of late. And now into the second game of this season and the third game of the episode against Derby at the Pride Park Stadium. Derby's home ground. Hopefully we can get ourselves a good result here. And also it's a debut for Lewis Dunk at left centre-back. Also one other change for us is White in for Gilby, who Gilby had a bad game. White came off the bench, did really well, but hopefully to keep our form going from that last game against Everton. And hopefully another 3 goals as well for these travelling away fans. And we'll start off by looking at Derby's side for this match. Peterson or Pettersson up front with Vidra behind him. Lawrence and Zapata as the wingers. Not sure about the centre-backs. Maybe Thorne as one of them. I'm not sure. Lowe and Tello as the left-back and right-back. Mavraj and Pierce as the centre-backs. And Milinkovic, Savic as the goalkeeper. So I know Vidra. I probably know, I think it might be Tom Lawrence at the left wing. I might know the centre mids, but I'm not sure about the rest. As for us, it's the same starting 11 as usual, apart from Dunk in for Dan Burn, like I mentioned, and White in for Gilby. To White now, might get a bit more game time now that Gilby's on his potential, not way out, but in terms of the starting 11, he's on his way out. Free now though, and Calvert-Lewin, good save by Vanja Milinkovic Savic. Yes, that's his name, it's fantastic, I know. Good save from him. Maybe could have took a touch, but with Calvert-Lewin you don't really have to. Saying that, that's a good save by the keeper. Corner ball now as well, going to whip it in. Bit of pace, Calvert-Lewin flick it on. Dunk almost getting there on his debut, but another save by the keeper. I want to see that again actually, because I'm not sure what happened. I think Dunk actually did get the header, but the keeper was already on his way to saving it. Very good save from the keeper there. Maybe another corner can work out for us this time. Calvert-Lewin going for the header, but apparently we fouled somebody in the box. Maybe this is a long highlight here, because Chaplin's now running through. Good touch away from his man. I see Van Bergen, I'm going to have to cut back. Chaplin's good at doing that. Oh my god, fuck this keeper. Just fuck him. Jack Byrne, going to have to throw it all the way back to Reece James. There's no one around. White, bit of movement, thank you. Forward to Van Bergen. Plays it inside to Chaplin, and there's the opening goal. Thank you very much. Chaplin with the goal. I'm not sure who got the assist. Was it Van Bergen or was it Calvert-Lewin? Might have been Calvert-Lewin. I keep forgetting who gets the assist, but good pass there from White out to Van Bergen. It actually was Van Bergen with the assist. Cracking ball in, and Chaplin made sure the keeper didn't get that one. Into the side netting. The keeper dived the wrong way. 1-0 up and fully deserving of this lead. We have been dominating Derby. The keeper has kept them in this match, no doubt about that. But Chaplin finds a breakthrough, his first goal in the league, and Van Bergen with an assist. Very well played from Van Bergen and Chaplin there. No marking at all from Derby here. It would help if they actually marked us if they want to do something. Lewis Dunk getting forward of all people, don't know why. Please get back in the box, mate. Never mind, Chaplin, lad, you deserved that goal. For some reason though, Dunk got forward, don't know why. I'm not sure if I want him doing that so often. You know, my centre-back getting forward. Solid first from us. Could have done with maybe another goal. Probably deserved another goal, but the keeper did some good saves. He's had a good game there, keeper. A very good game indeed. Kept them in this match without a doubt. Going forward, Derby haven't even got into a box yet. But they're a newly promoted side. It's what you kind of expect. They've sat back and they've kind of got the keeper to thank for still being in this match, like I said. Roll the look at times, maybe like they have done here as well. Calvert-Lewin, good turn, good shot, and there's the goal. I told you they rolled the look at times, but when you got this man finally getting his first goal this season, you know, you can't just let him have a bit of time and space. We played it into him, just turned his man so simply. The defender should have got across quicker. Nothing the keeper could have done about that one either. It's a brilliant finish as well by Calvert-Lewin, the new number 11. I'll go through all the new numbers at the start of the next episode once we've got all our transfers finalised and all that stuff, ins and outs. But yeah, 2-0 to us now. Calvert-Lewin with his first goal of the season. Took him, it's his third game, halfway through his third game, but he's off the mark. Good for him. White just defending well here, not diving in. What I want from my midfielders. Composed, solid defending. Not too composed that we're a bit lacklustre though, and that's the first chance for Derby, and they've almost got themselves a goal, but he's put it wide. The first time Derby have got forward, they almost get a goal, and the one man who actually got them a chance has now been taken off for Mac. Okay then, fair enough. Bit of room for James to go forward. Boateng not doing them forward runs like he used to. Well, he's found Reece James, who's going to just stare back, whip a ball in. Griggs there, oh what a save. Boateng, offside anyway, but the fucking keeper saved it. He's had a mad game. Would have been nice for Boateng to score on his, on his final game potentially for the club, but Griggs with a good header there, good save by the keeper, and Boateng then couldn't get his follow-up in either. Still 2-0, couple of minutes left. Game over really. Boateng, Ibe, waiting for the run of Acosta, man. You've got space. You've got space. Danny Acosta, can you get a goal? Can you get a goal? Oh, you can't, you can't, you can't. You deserve it. You've had a good game as well. Jack Byrne, good block. And headed away. There it is. The game ends 2-0. And the Derby fans are booing. That is disrespectful as fuck to your team, because they've come up against a team who finished second last year and won the FA Cup. Done really well. And you've kept us to 2 goals because your keepers played really well, defended somewhat well as well. But yeah, I mean, your attacking wasn't amazing, but I wouldn't boo that performance. That was quite good from Derby. They kept us at 2 goals, but we did dominate the match and deserved a 2-0 win. Maybe even more actually, maybe 4 or 5 actually. And the stats from this match show a dominance. 17 shots compared to the 1, 9 shots on target compared to the 0. Possession was all ours, we tackled well across the pitch, only gave away 1 foul, quite good for us. And yeah, other than that, it was a pretty good performance. Our shooting wasn't perfect, but when we got it on target, the keeper was a bit of a boss. And I was going to check out the player ratings, he must get a high rating. 7.5, the guy made 14 saves. How did he only get 17.5? Sorry, 7.5 even. Wow, 17.5, that's broke the record. He should have got 17.5. He played really well, couldn't do anything about the goals. But yeah, I felt a bit harsh for him there. I think for us, standout performers there, I'll say once again, Reece James did well at left back. Chaplin did good. Calvert-Lewin got himself a goal, but Jack Byrne had a good game there, and so did Dominic White. Bit of bad news here. Sulo Raikkonen has been scouted by another club. Jeonbuk Hyundai, I believe their name is. Could have got that massively wrong, but we scouted him for a month and then he's gone. So that's a bit of a shitter, and he actually was one of the better people in our scout report. So we'll keep an eye on him in the future. I've got his name written down and I'll keep an eye on him. If I forget, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't watched this far or don't really give a shit, then fair enough. And here we have a transfer offer for Gavin Massey from Sheffield United, 780,000. It's under his value. I'm going to try and negotiate that to about 900,000, I would say. I do want to get my money's worth if I'm selling off a player. So we'll propose a new transfer fee. Let's just go 900,000. That shouldn't be too much where they storm out. They'll probably come back and say we can do 850 or some shit like that. 840. I mean, except that was his last offer, and it was a good one. simple negotiation. I knew what they were going to ask for. And there you go. By the way, Dunk, his name is now at the back because he's a highest rated player. So there you go. But yeah, Massey, potentially on his way to Sheffield United. I'm going to miss the guy, but we need to get better, and he's not going to play that much. We've got Ibner. He's been replaced. So the Champions League group stage draw has been done. We're going to find out who've been given. I don't know yet. It'll be a surprise for all of us. So we'll go through them all. Group A, Atletico Madrid, Wolfsburg, Anderlecht and Ajax. Good group there for Atletico. You expect them to get through. Group B is Juventus, Sevilla, Marseille and Austria Vienna. So Juventus we expect to get through then. Second place, probably Sevilla. Maybe Marseille can make it in there. Group C is PSG, Chelsea, Moscow, CSKA Moscow and Fenerbahce. Unlucky for Fenerbahce. They'll struggle in that group, and so will Moscow, to be honest. PSG and Chelsea look like they'll go through. Group D is Bayern, Lyon, Benfica and Celtic. Celtic, unlucky, getting Bayern there. Group E is fuck off. I mean, why? Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Porto and us. I am almost positive I've had this group before on previous FIFAs. I am almost 100% sure we've played against definitely Real Madrid in a group, definitely fucking Leverkusen, and potentially Porto as well. Oh, whoa, why do we always get Real Madrid? We always get Real Madrid. So gutting. Anyway, that's our group. Group F is Man United, Napoli, PSV and Basel. They get an easy-ish group. Napoli, the difficult one there, but PSV and Basel, you expect them to beat those. Barcelona, Dortmund, Ghent and Rangers. Unlucky Rangers getting Dortmund and Barcelona there. But Ghent, not that good. At least you got Europa League there, Rangers. Group H is Spurs, Milan, Celta Vigo and FC Copenhagen, or Copenhagen. Again, you expect Spurs to do well there. Somebody banged the door, that was really loud. And there you go, that is it for that group. But we get fucking Real Madrid. We'll check the Europa League as well. Why not? Shits and giggles, I'll do this a bit quicker. Inter Feyenoord, Besiktas and Dundee. Everton get Galatasaray, Amiens and Göteborg. Valencia, Rubin Kazan, Nürnberg and Murd in Group C. Group D is Mönchengladbach, Panathinaikos, Malmo and Grasshopper. Group E is Nice, Bruges, Guimarães and Lech Poznan. Group F is Arsenal with PAOK, PAOK and AZ and Legia Warsaw. Group G is Roma, Genk, Lokomotiv Moscow and Young Boys. Group H is Sporting, Olympiacos, Rapid Vienna and St. Gallen. Not a clue about them. Fiorentina, Espanyol, Rosenborg and Midtjylland in Group I. Group J is Liverpool, Braga, Spartak Moscow and Salzburg. Not an easy group, but not too difficult. Schalke, Malaga, Groningen and Dundalk, Christ, can't speak, in Group K. So Groningen, Mitchell is there. Group L is Monaco, Zenit, Utrecht and Belenenses. I believe I pronounced that incorrectly, but there you go. There's the Champions League and Europa League groups. We get Real Madrid. Fantastic. And we receive another offer for Emmanuel Boateng, this time, however, from West Brom for 8.2 million. Now, I've not heard back from Villa. They've got the bid accepted of 8 million. But, they actually rejected it. And I never got told about it. So, that's news to me. We'll negotiate with West Brom, try and get a bit of money out of them for Boateng. But yeah, I never got told that Boateng rejected the move to Villa. So, surprisingly, Pulis still in charge of West Brom, obviously in-game. Real life is in charge of Middlesbrough. We'll try 9.5 because they've already offered 8.2 was it? So 1.3 extra, not too much. And there you go, 9.5 million for Boateng. Could be better for us. But it all depends on if he accepts the move to West Brom. But no one else, look, we haven't fucking sold anybody yet. I mean, we accepted Jacobs twice, he's still here. Randolph we accepted once, he's still here. Burma rejected, but we accepted Clerk went out on loan. He rejected. We haven't actually sold anybody yet. Only Dunklin because we forced that through. And Massey has still got his contract talks going with Sheffield United. Hopefully he gets to go. And yeah, just dodgy all round in people not wanting to leave us. And no offence to the other teams we've played this episode, but this is the biggest game for us. I mean, yes, Chelsea was a big match, but they played a weak side. I can't see Spurs doing the same for this game, but we're in a good run. 3 wins out of 3 so far, only conceding 2 goals. Was it 2 goals? I can't remember, actually, no, conceded 1 goal, sorry, against Everton. That was because of my mistake, but then they've got Ramos at the back, so maybe we won't score that many this game. But against Spurs, going to be a difficult match, the last game of the episode, then ready to transfer deadline day. And no changes for us for this match. White and Dunk return their places. White did really well last game, so he's the head of Gilbert, and Dunk kept a clean sheet, so why drop him? As for Spurs, they've got Kane and Ali up front together. Obviously Ali playing behind Kane. Son and Sissoko on the wings. Dyer and I'm not sure who else in the middle. Blind at left back. Mukiele at right back, not sure who he is. But Davinson Sanchez and Ramos as the centre backs, with Paulo Gazzaniga in the goal. Bit of a weak keeper there for Spurs, so that might be the weak point. But obviously it's trying to get to him past Ramos and Sanchez, and also Dyer and whoever hell that is as the other centre mid. But a good test for us. Let's see if we can keep a good run going. Ball coming in. Not cleared. Ramos. Oh, Salvador, what a brilliant tackle that is. On the floor, doing your job. And Ali, good save by Harris. But Spurs coming out to attack him. We're not used to this. No team's really done this to us yet. Reece James, well defended, lad. Got to just defend a bit better here. Son against James. That's a foul, is it? Nope. There should have been a foul there, because we did foul Heung-min Son. Got away with one there. Maybe we can counter from it as well. Really stick the knife in. Chaplin against Sanchez. I'm back in Chaplin, but only just. Into Van Bergen. Good turn, good shot, good save by Gazzaniga. Chaplin, lad. Well played. Salvador. Didn't lose it, which is good. Salvador on the overlap now. Good ball in. Chaplin arriving and getting the goal. Salvador with the assist. Chaplin with the goal. It hasn't been coming. It has not been coming. I can very happily and easily say that. I won't say happily, but I can easily say it's not been coming. But Reece James on this left side plays in Salvador. Good ball in. Finally a cross worked for us. Blind almost got there, but Chaplin stayed ahead of him. I think Blind kissed him in the end and kept going for him. Well, Blind, calm down, mate. Well, a bit of an aggressive attack there from Blind. If that in public, it's counted as something else, not a tackle. But there you go, 1-0. Chaplin with the goal, good header, back of the net, and we're in front. I won't say undeservedly so, but we've took the lead through some good play. Salvador well nicked. Off Mukiele. First mistake I think he's made all game. And ping a ball in. Calvert-Lewin there. Never mind. Chaplin, never mind. Just never mind. Acosta, not the best of touches, but you're going to get lucky. Sissoko didn't charge you down. Whip a ball in. Chaplin's there again. It's saved by Gazzaniga straight at him in the end. Chaplin. Twisted and turning past Sergio Ramos. He'll try it again, and he will do it again. Mukiele is getting back. That's a penalty, ref. That is a penalty. He's not won the ball. He's run into the back of my man. That is what you call a penalty. And Dunk is just going to hold off Kane. Better support didn't really come. Dyer. How the fuck can Kane not lose the ball yet? That is apparently a foul on Kane. Alright, that's bollocks. Well done, Acosta. Nobody else helping him out. Dyer bullies him off the ball, and they get a goal from bullshit. Oh, I hate conceding bullshit goals. It's a cracking finish. Can't take that away from him, but it's a penalty for Chaplin, without a doubt. There's no foul on Harry Kane, who would not lose the ball. I mean, yes, it is Harry Kane. He is a very good player, but he's not really known for holding the ball there. I don't know why Jack Byrne ran away. You know what I mean? It's a bit dubious, that goal, I would say. Big words, I know. Almost got a block off. Don't deserve to concede like that. The chances at the start, they deserve to score from them, not from something like that. When it was a penalty for Chaplin and then up the other end, they get a lot of luck, a lot of bullshit, and they're back on level terms. 1-1, Dyer with the goal. Still got time to get the lead back, but we shouldn't be drawing like this. Candeiranaccio is on for Van Bergen. Calvert-Lewin playing in Ibe, who's also on for the other guy, and he's got a goal. Oh my god, the other guy. It's obviously Salvador he's come on for, but Jordan Ibe's come on and got himself a goal. I thought it was one of them shots that was going to go wide, but in the end it didn't. It goes in the back of the net. Good ball from Calvert-Lewin. I wasn't aiming for him, I was aiming for Chaplin. Not going to lie to you. Keeper maybe should do a bit better there. I don't know though. See it again. Ibe with a good strike. Reactions are quite there. It is a good goal. It's in the side net and almost coming in off the post. We're back in front 2-1. I would say we deserved it, but it might be a bit too much. But I think judged on the way the game's gone in this second half especially, we deserve to be leading just in the second half alone. I'm not sure if what I said then made any sense, but there you go. Back there, then across now to Reece James, and Ibe can get on his bike here. Over the top to him, Jordan Ibe, good first touch, get away from your man. There you go, Jordan Ibe. Back stick is Candido Nacho, we're not going to find him, it's Chaplin instead, and he makes it 3. Game over, get in there, Connor Chaplin, lad. Brilliant finish. I was aiming for Candido Nacho, I'll take it. However, for Chaplin, Jordan Ibe has changed this game. Salvador Van Bergen didn't have the best of games, but great touch there by Ibe, and that is a brilliant finish by Connor Chaplin. It's making Player of the Month that much harder to choose from because Reece James did that pass, and he's been fantastic these last few games. But so is Ibe, so is Chaplin. It's one of them three, maybe all three, I don't know yet, but brilliant goal. Seals the game, we went defensive, got on the counter, and Chaplin finished off the game 3-1 to us. Get in there, lads. Costed as well, so does Jack Byrne. And there you go, the game finally ends 3-1 to us. Deserved winners, 3-1 maybe flatters us slightly, but I'll happily take the win. Maybe 3-2 would have been fair, I think, judged on the chances they had throughout the game. But this has been the hardest test for us so far. They've attacked us all the way through. They've actually deserved the goal they've scored. It did come in a bit of a dodgy fashion, but they deserved the goal. But in the end, we come out 3-1 winners. Difficult match though, very difficult indeed. And here are the stats from the match. 11 shots compared to the 7, 7 on target compared to the 4 possession. We just had a bit more, but doesn't really mean much. 13 tackles by us, that was a difference in this game. We won the ball back all over the pitch, you can see, other than the bottom right hand corner there. 2 fouls for us, one was a clinical foul by Jack Byrne. Got him a yellow card on Harry Kane, but it was worth it because they were breaking forward. But other than that, it was a good performance and a good 3 points in the bag. I said I would take 7 points from this first 3 games. We've got 9. Very good start indeed. It's getting a bit annoying now. We can't sell any players because they're just not accepting contracts with other clubs. I mean, it makes sense for them. They don't want to leave a Premier League club who's winning stuff. But at the same time, we don't want you. We're trying to get rid of you. We need money. We can't get it. We can't free up space in our squad either. So Massey's not leaving, but we have a loan offer for Sam Stubbs from Crewe. It is transfer deadline day, by the way, just in case you were wondering. We're going to accept this. We'll actually negotiate it. And it could be that this might be Stubbs' final chance. He is 21. You know, he's not the worst player in the world. Actually, I might try and do a short-term loan. No, Joe, I'll keep a 1-year loan. We'll keep a 1-year loan. We'll obviously have to... we'll do the wages a bit different. We'll help you out a bit here. We'll do 35 in... Well, no, they have to pay 65%. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, sorry about that. No, that was my bad. We'll take 75% because of a fuck up. You do 25%. There you go. Did that wrong, but there you go. Stubbs on his way, hopefully, to Crewe. Get a bit of game time, and we've got Zagadou as backup. We've got... I about to be a Dunkley. We don't have Dunkley. We've got Zagadou, Bammert, and also Byrne is backup. And we've got, obviously, Dunk. And Clerk's also in the main team, so Stubbs can go out on loan. I'm happy with that. Still waiting to hear on the news about Boateng potentially joining West Brom. And would you look at that? Boateng has actually been sold to West Brom, so we get 7.5 million of the £9.5 million fee. Bit disappointed in that, but you know, Boateng, good bit of money for the guy who... We've got Ibe now, you've seen how well he's been playing, so Ibe is the real replacement, I suppose, for Massey and Jacobs, but he can cover at the left wing position, and he has been doing that really well, so I'm still going to look for backup at that left wing / right wing position though. I do like having a few spare players, but yeah, Boateng is now gone, we have money to spend. So after selling Boateng, I do need backup at that left wing position, and I think this guy, Jeffrey Schlupp, is a good choice for us. Can play left back to give cover for Reece James, and you know, perfect on that left side. So we're going to go in for Schlupp right now for Palace, or from Palace, should I say. And if we buy him, we'll have about 5 million left over if I can get this deal done how I want it done. So, you know, we could be in for a good thing here. I'm going to try and swap out wingers, because that's what Michael Jacobs is classed as. I'm going to try and swap out the players who we haven't managed to sell yet, like Jacobs. They want a centre-back. we got Clerks Alter, not looking to sell him. Dunk, no. Burn, obviously no. Stubbs. Can't really do a centre back, so we'll offer a transfer fee instead. I'm going to try 4.5. I'm going to try 4 million. 4 million for Jeffrey Schlupp. And there you go, fair offer. £4 million for Jeffrey Schlupp. I think that's a fantastic bit of business. The money we've got from Boateng. You know, Schlupp is a very similar player. Maybe a bit slower, but can play at that left back as well. So we're going to contract going with him as well. He was out of contract, I believe. Probably why we got him that bit cheaper. But yeah, Schlupp as a backup will be good. I mean, I'm going to try and counter this as rotation. I know it won't work. But again, it's just so stupid, the contract talks. I accept it. You're not going to be an important player. You'll probably come in every so often. It's just that wage I am concerned about. Let's try a 4-year deal. Probably counter at 2. And then we'll go for a 3. Don't know why you want a 2-year deal for me. That's a bit of a shocking thing to ask for with a new club. But we'll agree on 3. No release clause. I am happy with that. And this is the big one. That is a bit of a kick in the balls. Right. Let's counter this, remove that bonus, we'll edit the wage and sign in, let's say 750, and we'll bump it down to £50,000 a week. Now that's not too bad for me. 50 grand a week for a backup left back / left mid, and that signing bonus, he seems happy with it. So does his agent, and there you go. 50 grand a week for Jeffrey Schlupp, £4 million in the transfer fee, plus a bit extra on top for his signing bonus, but we've got in a good backup left back and left mid. So with the money we have left, about 5 million. I'm just going to quickly go and alter this slightly to accommodate the wages. I'll say actually 4.5 million with the wages we're paying at the moment. So 4.5 million, £30,000 in the wage budget. We probably could bring in somebody else, but it has to be a centre mid for me. Because at the moment, I'm just going to actually very quickly change this. Gilbert has been replaced by White in the team because he's been playing that well. And now Schlupp is in. I'm going to move him up. He's a left back, but he's probably going to play the majority of the games either as backup to Reece James or on that left wing. So, actually I'm going to replace Book with Schlupp for now because Schlupp can play as a left back and also a left winger. So, good backup options. I think that's a good signing there, Schlupp. Very good. You see his stats here. He's got the pace. He's got the stamina as well, which is good. Quite strong, to be fair, as well. His skill attribute's not fantastic. He's not the most skillful player, but as a left back and a left wing back, you're not expecting that. And yeah, he can play, you know, hopefully for a long time for us. And a good backup choice there, I believe, with Schlupp. So, good signing there, but we do need another centre mid. Centre mid to replace White in the long run. I'd be happy with White, but I don't want somebody like 75 plus. It's just trying to find somebody we can afford. And as you can see, Stubbs has been loaned out to Crewe. He'll be there for about a year, and then when he comes back, we'll make a decision on his future then. That'll be next season. So here we have our final option really for a centre mid. No bids have come in, so we haven't got any extra money. But we've got this guy, Carlos Manuel Tuenabangna. Fantastic name, 72 overall. He is loan listed, but I'm going to try and buy him from Benfica. He can play as a centre mid and a central attacking mid, so he's got that, what's the word I'm looking for? Versatility. He's got that versatility I like in a player, so I'm going to try to do a swap deal, potentially for Jacobs. We'll do a winger, because again, Jacobs, I don't really want him here anymore. And they instead want a left back. Of course you do. We've only got, really, 3 left backs, Acosta, James and Schlupp, and I'm not getting rid of any of these guys because I need them all. So instead we'll offer a transfer fee. I can afford for probably about 5 million for this guy, but I'm going to try a low ball offer of 3.5. I said 3.5. They'll probably come back and say this is ridiculous. Oh, actually, never mind. They're saying, yeah, fair enough, that's undervalue. Give us £50,000 extra and a 5% sell-on clause, and we'll do it. Yes. No doubt about that, I'm doing that. This guy is 21 years old. Probably might be a regen, I don't know yet. I'll show you his attributes very quickly. He is fairly quick, good balance. Stamina's not perfect, can be worked on. Strength's not perfect either, but you know, this guy's got potential. And as a centre mid / central attacking mid, him and White rotating. I mean, how tall is he? 5'9", bit taller than White. I'm happy to try and do this deal and get it over the line. The wages shouldn't be that much. He's only on £6,000 a week. These could be some very good signings from us. So we'll give him a rotation role. He probably won't accept that. No, he will. He's happy with rotation. Fair enough. This guy is, so far, one of my favourites to negotiate with. 5-year deal? Ooh, 4 years. I've been a bit ambitious though with 5 years, to be fair. Release clause, no. Wage, right, you're not offering us the wage, which could be a problem. This deal might fall through because of it. I'll give you an increase of £3,500 a week. I don't want to insult the guy. And a signing bonus, let's say, of £250. Being very kind to the guy because he is getting a 4-year contract out of this, and on £9,500 a week, it's not fantastic. But it's a fair offer. His client's happy with it. And Tuena Bangna, great name, has joined the club. Another signing. And another good backup / potential first choice player. I'm going to very quickly check him out in the team. I mean, yes, it's another centre mid. We've got quite a few. We've got DeWolf, who's a good up and comer. We've got Collins, probably won't make it, but we'll keep him for a bit longer. Osidibe, he's not doing it for me. He's only 23 though. He's Irish. He's Irish. Right, but he's not doing it for me at the moment. But, you know, he's got time. He can hopefully get better. We've got Gilby as well. You can't forget about Gilby. But yeah, this guy. Centre mid, cam, 3-star weak foot and skill moves don't mean shit to me. High defensive work rate is good. He means he'll get back and, you know, he's got the stuff there. He's got the potential. It's just all about if we train him well and give him game time. So, yeah, coming in as a replacement for Gilby every so often and White. Good rotation at that centre mid position. I'm happy with that. And a front three, but front four, should I say. 77 to 78. Look at that. Brilliant. And our defence is looking better as well with Duncan there, Harris in there. Acosta and James playing well. Happy so far. Maybe sell a few players, be even better. No more transfer business for us. Let's go through all the deals in the Premier League, then the top deals. Let's go through this as quick as possible. Arsenal, Ano, Munir, Musacchio and Alba in. Rennie Adelaide, Keko, Akpom and Merkovic out. But Alba in for them, that's a big one for Arsenal. Bournemouth bring in Sobe and Nabulin and sell Masuaku and Daniels. Dunkley, Paslak, Di Francesco and Lianco join Brighton as Corredo and Dunk leave. Conan and Constantinidis join Burnley as Michel Macedo and Schultz leave. Chelsea bring in Belotti, Zagadou and Laporte, lose Zappa Costa, Abraham, Zagadou, Maddox and Willian. As a Palace, Luke Bacchio comes in, as does Montoya and Ikone, Zaha, Kelly and Schlupp leave. Raswell, Tello, Milinkovic-Savic join Derby and Lawrence leaves, big loss for them. Johnny and Bernardo join Everton, Davis, Maffeo and Coles leave. Semedo and Kalulu in for Leicester, Iheanacho leaves. Wilson, Socrates and Alexander-Arnold leave Liverpool. Bertrand and Davis come in, 2 left-backs. Hisaj and Berber join Man City as Roussillon and Walker leave. Corona, Hernandez and Roberto join United as Lindelof, Lingard, Tagliafico, Mitchell, Henderson and I think somebody else leaves as well. Jong, Seong-hyun, Garza and Suzuki join Norwich, Zivkovic, Malo, Lejeune join Southampton as Leroy and McCarthy leave for free. Spurs bring in Rico and Mukiele, lose Hisaj, Salvio, Onoma and Eric Dyer, which is good. Bailey join Stoke and Kostic, Sova and Peters leave. Volland and Socrates join Swansea. Estupinan leaves Watford. Marcelo and Drisi come in for West Ham and Wendell leaves. And as for us, you've seen our business. That was a fucking torture to go through. But now let's check out the top deals in the transfer history. Let's go to the biggest one. So Belotti joining Chelsea for 84.6, can't speak. Chelsea also bringing Laporte for 82.1 million. Big bucks spent by Chelsea. Corona joins United for 62.5. Drisi joins West Ham for 46.9. Benassi goes to Barcelona, 46.5. Milinkovic-Savic, the other one I was thinking of, joins Bayern from Lazio. Jimenez goes to Napoli. Ooh, from Atletico, that's a big deal there. Ano to Ursel from Malaga. Spurs actually lose Dyer to Milan. 41.5, well 41.1. They also bring in Iheanacho Milan from Leicester. Musacchio, the 30-year-old, goes to Ursel for 39 million. Diego Costa finally leaves to Barcelona. That is not going to happen ever. 36.9 million for him. Leon Bailey from Leverkusen. Good, they've lost him. Good for us, but he's now playing for Stoke. Sergio Rico to Spurs. That happened before our game. Don't know why he didn't play. Ruben Semedo goes from Villarreal to Leicester United. Sergio Roberto from Milan. Palace lose her to Dortmund. Digne goes from Napoli to Real Madrid. Johnny from Stuttgart to Everton. Socrates goes from Liverpool to Swansea. Big money for an older guy though. Simeone goes to Torino. Januzaj goes to Roma. Lindelof to Wolfsburg. Sterk to Leipzig. Florenzi to PSG from Chelsea. Sarabia goes to Inter. Meunier goes from Paris to Arsenal. Volland from Leverkusen to Swansea. Tagliafico, older left back from United to Bayern. Lucas Hernandez goes to Galatasaray, big signing for them. Mario Gaspar goes to Milan. Milan increasing and getting better there. Good signings from them. Farnese from Marseille to Inter. Weiser to Valencia from Napoli. Sorby to Bournemouth. Big signing for Bournemouth from Stoke. Zivkovic went from Benfica to Southampton. Walker goes to Bayern Munich as well. Beberemen from Rubin Kazan. What was he doing there? Politano to Schalke. Alan Saint-Maximin goes to Sevilla from Nice. Jovic to Leverkusen. Marcelo, another big deal there for West Ham. Jibril Sidibe from Real Madrid to Juve. Alba from Barca to Arsenal. Theo Hernandez to United. Big signing for them. Spurs lose his side to City. Davis from PSG to Liverpool. Bowman to Juventus. Apocosta from Chelsea to PSG. Soyuncu from going to Rubin Kazan. Lejeune from Newcastle to Southampton. That's the biggest deals. Now to our deals. It's fucking honest, it's so tiring. We'll go to Wigan first. Actually, we'll do it in date order. The deals from earlier. So Davis went to Scunthorpe for 680,000. Forgot about that. One of the first transfers we actually did. Then Badiashile came in for Brignoli and 1.5 million. Good business there for me. Zagadou came from Chelsea on loan. Would have liked to sign him permanently, but hey ho. Mitchell goes out on loan to Groningen. Dunk comes in for 12.75 million and Dunkley. Tue Nabangana comes in for 3.55 thousand. Good deal. 3.55 million. Good deal there for us. Boateng went to West Brom for 9.5. And Schlupp joins us for 4 million. And Stubbs goes out to Crew on loans. That's all the transfer business from the Premier League. All the top deals. And a roundup of our deals as well. As we go ahead and just see out transfer deadline day. There you go. Transfer deadline day done. Big signings from Chelsea. Milan bringing in a lot of good players as well. Milan will be a threat this season in Europe. Without a doubt. And Chaplin gets Player of the Month. Well played. And now it's time for Players of the Month. And yes, I said that right. Players of the Month. Because we have 3 people who are going to win it for August. The first being Connor Chaplin. Just look at that record. In 4 games this episode, he has scored 5 goals. And got himself an assist as well. Brilliant from him. And he deserves to be Player of the Month. He played well against Spurs, Derby and also Chelsea. So yeah, he deserves it. The second person, somebody who, has done well off the bench, is Jordan Ibe. Brilliant off the bench, especially in games against Chelsea and also Spurs, the bigger games I would say of the episode. He came good and got us the points really in the end. Getting a goal and an assist, not bad for him. He also got a goal pre-season, so he even did well there. So fair play to him. And the other person is this guy here, Reece James at left back. Played well against Chelsea, also played well against Derby, Everton and Spurs. Brilliant games for him. Got a goal as well from that penalty. He deserved it. And he's been fantastic for us. So yeah, James, Chaplin and Ibe all winning Player of the Month for August. Now on to Goal of the Month. And Goal of the Month will go to Chaplin for this goal against Spurs. James plays it over the top to Ibe, who then whips it in for Chaplin, who finishes superbly past the keeper. The goal involves all 3 Players of the Month. Attacking down that left side was perfect for us. So I hope you enjoyed that goal and this episode. Sorry about it being so long. Hopefully the next one will be a bit shorter. But until then, goodbye.